Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Zokumatsu here, back with another video, and this is going to be part one of the new series I'm doing. What if Deku was trained by One Punch Man? I'm not going to delay you any further. I really do hope you enjoy, and I'm going to see you at the end of the video. Without any further ado, let's get into it.
Keep my head up when I act, head up that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, when you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own.
I'm sorry, but it's never going to happen. What? Here, look at such rates. 90% of the world population have quirks, don't have this double joint on their foot. Essentially, there's a quirk, and it's essentially useless. He's never going to be able to manifest a quirk, ever. I'm sorry, but there has to be something. He can't just be quirkless. Both me and his father have at least C and D rank this course. I could pull things to me, all things to me. My and his father have fire breathing. There has to be something, right? I'm sorry, but there's no way he could ever work. As Victoria begins, heartbroken, saddened that he's never going to live up to his dream as being a hero. As he begins to rewatch multiple videos of All Might saving people in his prime, a new hero who came out of nowhere, a new hero who was actively trying his best, even if all odds seem against him. They tens of thousands of people as a whole, and he was he was excited. He never thought that he ever see anything like it, and now his hopes and dreams are crushed. As a doctor essentially told him, he's never going to be able to live up to his idol. He's never going to be able to live up to his. But Midoriya says no. He will become a hero, even if that means he remains quirkless. As Midoriya decides to do training every single day since he's a 4-year-old, he thinks 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats and a 10-kilometer run every single day would get him to shape. That's what Inko is training him on, knowing most likely the light workout wouldn't do. Maybe she could put him in some sort of martial arts class, help him learn how to fight and defend himself properly. As months go by, at almost a year, Midoriya almost a year or two, Midoriya being 6 years old, almost like Midoriya develop a quirk because his strength is unmatched. As Inko's confused, he's taken back to the doctor, and they begin to run multiple tests with Midoriya being uncontrollable and unfathomable, as he's just simply getting stronger. As somebody scanned his body with a quick quirk they had, they found out he doesn't have a laminar. What does that mean? Inko says. Like his body, he can work out as hard as he wants and as long as his need. It's almost like if he have infinite potential. His body natural limiter broke, but wouldn't that mean he'd be breaking his bones all over the place? Not necessarily. Just because almost like his body adapted, and he's now able to become a proper hero. As he's decided, and he's decided now that he have a quirk, and he keeps up his training for years on end. And he become a worldwide success. This quirkless boy somehow having strength on par with All Might, having strength on par with the greatest heroes in his world. As high school entrance exams are almost coming up, and each year asks the students what they want to be when they get older. Most of the students saying they want to be heroes, but that's almost unfathomable. Most of them have these weird quirks that would never be used. in any sort of hero situation. And Midoriya's just in the back, writing things down in his notebook. He's still a bit awkward, shy, and timid. Since that's his personality, he's a bit shy. As bell rings, the sound from the nurse could ask him since the day is over. Bakugo goes up to him and he asks Midoriya if he wants to walk home with him. Since in this one, Midoriya trains with Bakugo, making Bakugo a lot stronger. He's also mellowed out a lot since he's been hanging around Midoriya's timid nature a lot more. He was able to mellow out. Season 3 as Bakugo and his rage, his anger issues, which is really his downfall, are a lot less prominent since he had a better influence on Midoriya this time around. Not just relentlessly bullying him since this Midoriya could fight back. As Midoriya says, nah, my mother's expecting me home. I can catch you later though. By the way, don't forget about the barbecue this weekend. You're supposed to bring the beef, Midoriya. Right, I'm also supposed to be bringing a chicken and a watermelon. What? Don't worry, my dad's black. You don't get it. That's what as. Why the heck is this creator of this video making weird jokes like that? I'm not black. As Midoriya just shy and timid. Shyly timid. As he walks away, and right down the road from them, a bank robbery goes off with a slush villain carrying bags of money down the road. As unluckily for him, someone bulks up. As someone bulks behind him all years. Fear not. There's no reason to fear. I'd like to know why? Because I am here. As the Sludge begins to get horrified, and he just barely avoids the number one hero, All Might, as he goes into a store, as Midoriya begins to walk home, as a huge slush begins to ghost him as soon as he walks under the tunnel. And Midoriya's like, oh, what's this? Well, what is this big booger going on me? As he flicks his hand and scatters the slush villain everywhere. He says, oh, very well. That was annoying. Well, time to go, I guess. As he notices All Might appears, cleaning up the slush villain and asks him Midoriya if he's okay, he begins to geek out. It's like, oh my god. It's All Might, the number one hero. It's the number one hero. Oh my god, can I have her autograph? As he opens his notebooks and he sees, so fast, I didn't even see him. As All Might looks at him and he sees how cut Midoriya is, how buff he is. As he asks him what his quirk is, as Midoriya says, oh, I'm quirkless, but I have something I need to ask you. As All Might time limit is about to buzz out, and he knows about this kid, Izuku Midoriya, the boy who broke his body limiter. He begins to jump off, but Midoriya grabs onto his leg, and All Might feels it gripping tightly on his leg. He lands on top of the building and deflating right in front of Midoriya. As he lets Midoriya in on the secret a few years back, he got a nasty scar fighting this villain. As Midoriya asks, was it a Chainsaw massacre? It's something like that. You could say that. Of course, we know the real reason of why and who gave him that scar. Midoriya asks, but my strength, even though I'm quirkless, do you think I could be a good hero? As All Might says, anyone could be a hero if they put them out. There's different types of heroes. You may not be able to go out and fight villains, but you can become a police officer, a fireman, doctor. That's because you're not out here rushing into burning buildings and fighting super criminals. That doesn't mean you're not a hero. But you've done something different. You don't have a quirk, but you inspire people even at this young age. Not even officially being a hero. You require people to look after themselves to try to do the same thing. In fact, there's been a rise since your existence in the last couple of years. There's been for the environment because of you within Quirkless people, because you inspired them. But you're not bulletproof. You can't breathe underwater. But somehow you're indestructible. As All Might asks Midoriya, if you had the opportunity, if I could transfer my quirk over to you, would you take it? As Midoriya says, wait. So you how does that even work? As All Might says, eat this. Freeze. Eat eat this. Freeze string for a couple minutes. I know that says Imya and Zoku. Why don't you give him Midoriya one for all? Because let's be honest, Midoriya is the only one who can use it without it, shorting in his lifespan. I'm kind of looking in the long term situation. I mean, I know how MHA ends and he lose. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I did read the manga. But of course, I'm going to give him one for all because one, this is my channel. I'm going to do what I want, and two, it makes for an interesting point. And I generally believe that Midoriya is the only good fit for one for all. Of course, it was Mirio, but Midoriya is a better fit altogether. But I won't keep you here. Let's get back into the video. Eat this, All Might says. As Midoriya like, what? In order to get my quirk, you have to consume my DNA. It's got a pube in your hand? No, it's a stalk of hair. What you mean eat your DNA? Are you on that EDP crap? No, of course not. How could you even assume that, Midoriya? Nah, fam, you was on that EDP bull right there, cause that don't even make no sense. What you doing over here, fam? Nah, fam, that ain't crazy. As they hear a huge explosion goes off, as Midoriya takes the hair of All Might and eats it, and it's going to take a couple hours to digest. As he grabs All Might and just jumping off the building, appearing, and he just sees huge explosions going off. As he sees Bakugo fighting a sludge villain. As he rushes in past the heroes, it's a serious flick, throwing the sludge villain away, and to do it, and saving Bakugo. As Bakugo thanks him, and from that moment, All Might knew he chose the right person to be his successor, because he had the embodiment of a true hero. As he asks Midoriya to meet him on the beach. As they begin to train and helping Midoriya, Matt gets control over One for All. As All Might asks Midoriya, what did you do to get so strong? Well, all I really did was 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. Not really that hard of training at all, so I really don't understand how this happened in the first place, to be honest. As All Might says, he's gonna try the same thing if it works. But for some reason, and throughout the 9 months, they began training, and he began to train Midoriya properly in how to use One for All. Of course, at this point, he can use 100%, effortlessly. Doesn't have a limiter, but it did something weird with One for All also. One for All also, his body physiology changed how One for All worked, and it broke its limiter as well. That's All Might shock. So he may be the only user left to use One for All, since One for All now have limited its potential because of him. As he could feel the power of Midoriya Cork growing within his veterans of One for All. He could feel them that they're connected and they're growing. And the Cork is just growing. And as Midoriya grows a punch with One for All in his arm, 100% right off the bat, creating huge shockwaves across the ocean. As All Might realize the thing Midoriya needs most is to control it, is how to control it. As he takes him on a small ship with permission from his mother, of course, not wanting to kidnap a child. Goes up and says he's a teacher at UA, and he's also All Might. And he wants Midoriya to attend his class, and he's helping him train his body up, and helping him control his strength. As Midoriya still struggle in that sometimes, so he takes him to his old mentor, Gran Torino, with just like in Candy, even though it's our earlier. Midoriya realized that it's not just a weapon anymore. It's not just a gift. It's a part of him now, and it's a part of who he is now. And he gets full cow, and Gran Torino says, You're rarely going to be able to use for a full train." So I say control is the most powerful weapon you can have. Limit your usage of full cow. It's 5%. Your natural strength alone is enough to take out any enemy anyway, so it's not really going to be a problem for you. As the 9 months goes by, and Midoriya have somewhat perfect control, not perfect of course, but control over One for All, not being able to master it completely. And the problem is, even though he doesn't break his bones, One for All, it's uncontrollable for him at higher levels. He's currently only able to use 10% of the total quirk, since his body also broke One for All limiter, and it's continuously growing stronger, just by sitting there at an even faster rate. As it eventually goes back, and Midoriya begins with UA entrance exam, actually making pretty good scores on the written portion. And when it comes to the practical tests, of course he still meets his one true love, Uraraka. Can't leave that out. When it comes to the practical tests, Naruto easily, oh my god, I just said Naruto, but Midoriya easily subdued the robots and began taking them out, even helping out other kids, even racking up a few hero points as well. When a huge robot, a zero pointer charged at Uraraka, Midoriya goes into 10% of One for All, full cow, and before anybody can even see, the robot is just going, nearly disintegrated, almost in the cage. It's almost like a kite. It's just every piece of it is going, and let's see the sky is split. As Uraraka taps Midoriya on the face to make him break his fall a little bit. As Midoriya says, "Thank you. That it wasn't needed, but I do appreciate it. Thank you." As she says, "No problem." As the test is over, and Midoriya ends up getting a #1 spot this time. As next week he begins his first official journey at UA High School. Yo, I hope y'all enjoyed part 1 of What Affect You. Looks like One Punch Man. I really do hope y'all enjoyed the video. I tried my best. I'm doing my best. I'm just doing my thing, but I won't keep you here any longer. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.